Good morning. I just wanted to touch base with you on the library assignment and also some other just details about Miles Arca that maybe you need to know for your future classes. So, real quick, when you're in Miles Arca, you have these upcoming due dates that you can scroll here. I recommend not paying attention to those. I mean, they are only helpful to a point. Discussion boards don't show up on these, and you just can't rely on this to guide you in your classes. Your first step always, you should access every class every day that you're taking, and if you'll just click on the actual class, it'll bring you to the announcements page, and by clicking on the scrolling upcoming due dates, you bypass this page. Well, sometimes there might be important announcements, and I'm not talking just about this class, I'm talking about all your classes. Another thing that happens, my view is going to look a little bit different than yours. Let me see if I can make it look better. Okay, so a lot of you are confused over these check marks. These check marks don't mean just a great deal. They don't show up for discussion boards, and while they may show up when you have submitted an assignment, they will also show up when the instructor assigns you a 0 because you didn't do the assignment. So they cause some confusion. So if I were you, I would just ignore those. You can always open up your own submissions after you've submitted to make sure it's there, just keep up with your work that way. Just don't rely on these little tools that may fail you sometimes. So this week, the assignment is the library orientation, and I've had a couple people that have had trouble with the actual databases this week, and so I just want to reiterate how you go about getting to these. Because the IT department says they are up and working just fine, so I'm assuming that the problems are maybe on your end. So it explains you're going to download this little activity that makes you dig around into our library, and I do make you look at our library through tools. So here's tools, library book search. This is the way you should access the actual databases. But I also have you to do a little bit of exploring on, this part of it too. So students and library. Okay, so yes, I'm making you look at both places, but when you access the databases, you need to do it through tools, library book search, and then here. And what's going to happen when you, like, let's say, click on ProQuest? I'm on campus right now, so I'm not going to be able to show you, but when you click on ProQuest, it's going to ask for your username and password, your Ozarka information. And so you need to make sure that you're putting that username in exactly as you do when you log into a campus computer or when you log into My Ozarka. The username is typically your first and middle initial and your last name, and that's it. Don't use any email addresses or anything like that, okay? So I hope that this helps a little bit. Again, this is where you will access the databases for the library assignment. As always, let me know if you have any questions that come up about our class. We are just moving right along, and we don't like too much really for this class. Thanks a lot.